From NBC News, this is Today with Lester Holt and Amy Robach. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Today on this Saturday morning. I'm Lester Holt.
And I'm Amy Robach. It was a brazen robbery that made national headlines. A man robs an armored car in Philadelphia, killing 2 guards in the process. And covering your tracks. Up next, the right way to get rid of a computer and make sure your personal information stays that way. But first, these messages.
Let's face it, Americans love electronic gadgets and gizmos. In fact, we own more than 3 billion. But what happens when we finish with them? As NBC's Kevin Tibbles explains, all those pieces and parts can create some serious problems.
Old circuit boards, hard drives, computer mainframes. In their day, vital to the information age. Now, obsolete, toxic electronic junk. The Environmental Protection Agency says Americans throw out some 2 million tons of e-waste every year, filling landfills with metals, plastics, and poisons.
It takes us about maybe, I'm going to say 8 seconds to remove everything off of this board.
Brian Brundage is a miner of sorts. His Chicago recycling company sifts through mountains of electronic cast-offs. What do they find? Precious metals, gold in processors, silver in tape, and platinum in circuits. But also dangerous heavy metals, mercury in monitors, and lead in solder.
Every piece of electronics has a printed circuit board in it. Every printed circuit board has a lead-based solder.
70% of all heavy metals found in landfills come from discarded electronics. Recycling will keep them out, ensuring seepage doesn't pollute local groundwater. But most of us don't recycle our electronic junk. If your house is anything like mine, it all winds up crammed into a drawer somewhere or stuck in the corner. You feel guilty tossing it, but what do you do? Like Brad Wallink and Michelle Buhecker, many are turning to electronic recycling depots, like this one run by the city of Chicago.
If they can be recycled and put to better use, then, more power to you.
William McDonough, a pioneer in the movement for sustainable design, argues that everything we make should be designed for reuse.
Future generations will look back and say, what were you thinking treating all of this as useless waste when it had all this value?
Giving electronic waste an electronic reincarnation and keeping it out of the dump. For Today, Kevin Tibbles, NBC News, Chicago.